Welcome back, guys, on my YouTube channel. I know you were expecting the installation video of the CRF450L rally kit. It's coming this week. By the end of the week, I'll be able to finish with Giacomo the edit and upload it. Meanwhile, we have here a Yamaha WR450F 2020 model, brand new. Today, I want to speak to you about batteries, about lithium batteries, and why on all the rally bike builds I do, one of the first things I change is a battery. I put a lithium battery that has to be more compact than the OEM and hopefully also save me some weight. This is very important because when we are dealing with a rally bike that has to race Dakar or international events, we will have lots of wires going into the battery and we will need a bit more space because we'll have to plug in the GPS wiring, the e-retract wiring, and even other devices. The battery I'm gonna install today is a 14 amp lithium battery by GET. There are really many reasons for which I choose lately this battery on all my adventure and rally builds. First of all, on top we have a test button where pressing it we will know the state of charge of the battery. This means in the morning I can check if the battery is fully charged or if I'm low on battery. Inside the box we are provided with this adhesive soft padding. It comes in different dimensions and different thickness. This is fundamental because when I will replace the OEM battery with this one will be smaller, so I will have to probably fill in some empty space, and using these I can stick them inside and be sure that the battery is not moving anywhere around under the seat. This battery then has 175 CCA, that's the cold cranking amps. It's a higher value than the OEM one that is 130. This value is very important when you're choosing what battery to install on your bike because, for example, in the Dakar bivouac when I wake up in the morning or any other rallies, this battery will provide a higher output when cold, so when I'm trying to start the bike, this should let me start the bike a bit easier than the OEM. In my opinion, a key factor is that GET produces electronics and in particular ECUs for motocross bikes and enduro bikes, so for racing purposes. The quality standard for racing at professional level is very high, so I rely this battery that it won't let me down, and until this day, I've had only positive experiences. Furthermore, GET is part of the Athena group. Athena is one of the leading world companies producing gasket kits, piston and cylinder kits. Obviously, inside the box we have even a manual, even though what do you need a manual for a battery with one test button? But eventually you have the QR code on the side of the box if you need any of the documentation. Other reason for which I chose the GET Lithium battery is the charger. They produce a specific charger for this battery, even though it has multiple purposes because it can charge either lithium batteries or even gel and lead batteries, as we have here a button to select which battery we want to charge and act also as a maintainer, so during the winter season we can plug it in and use it to maintain our battery. A key aspect is that this battery charger is IP65 rated, which means it's rainproof. This is a fundamental feature because when you go racing or even training and maybe under the quick shade you'll get some rain, some water, we will be safe with this charger while charging the battery. There are two different ways to charge the battery that are provided inside the box. We either can use it with the clamps and clamp it anywhere quickly, or if we don't want to remove the seat and we don't want to have to access the battery, because in some bikes it can be a bit difficult, especially on adventure bikes, they provide this connector where we will connect the wires to the battery and then have this plug somewhere fixed on the bike so that when we want to charge the battery, we'll just plug it in without having to remove anything from the bike. This is the choice I go for all the adventure bikes like the Tenere or the KTM 790, 890. I will always install this wire and have the plug somewhere easy to access so that I can then charge my battery easily. On the front, we will find the selector for the battery type we are charging, and we'll have a start button to start the charging. Little nice feature is these 4 holes that we find on the charger. This will let us place neatly the charger maybe on a wall, on a workbench, or inside our van in case we don't want it around and we want to keep it in one fixed place. Now that we removed the OEM battery, you can really see the huge difference there is in dimension, but most of all, we will check what's the weight reduction by using the lithium GET battery, comparing it to the OEM. 2.083 kilograms for the OEM battery, 581 grams for the GET Lithium battery. A weight reduction of almost 1.5 kilograms, just replacing the battery. To me, this is a huge difference, and for the pricing we are paying to reduce this 1.5 kilograms, it's totally worth it. But in particular on rally bikes, where the nav tower I'm gonna install on this bike is about 2 kilos, I'm already removing 1.5 kilograms, which means I'll have the bike almost weighing like OEM, even though I will fully equip it as rally. With such a huge difference in dimension, we will surely need to use the adhesive padding, but also I'm really happy because this will provide me more space to run wires nicely without having to worry them touching or rubbing against anything. Changing the battery on your enduro bike or adventure bike is a very simple task. You just unplug the ground and the power wire, place inside here the new GET Lithium battery. It would be fine like this, it's not moving anywhere, but I will add 1 layer of the soft padding behind it, so I'll be sure it's completely firm. It's very nice to notice how much more space now we have. We could, I don't know, even put a small tool bag here or run any wires, or if we want to change the location of fuses, but now we have a lighter bike and more space under the seat. Okay, we changed the battery, we have more power, we lost 1.5 kilograms, and I wish it was that easy and that cheap to do also on your body, but it's not, it's really hard work. We also have a higher cold cranking power, which will let us turn on the bike easier when cold. If you're interested in either the charger, which can be used also with the existing battery you have, or the GET battery, I'll leave down here in the description the link where you can order it. A quick advice, we live now in a world where we are used to the magic button. We no longer have the pedal to turn on our bikes, and especially in adventure riding and fundamentally in rally racing, it's important to buy a reliable battery and not just go with the cheapest battery on the market, because if we have a fault during a rally, we might blow up thousands of euros we spent to get to that rally. So it's not really worth looking at saving 50 bucks on a battery. Just buy a reliable battery from a reliable brand. If you want me, I'll tell you several brands that produce high quality batteries that I have used in the past. This said, leave in the comments if you want me to try this small battery on the Tenere 700, because the Tenere 700 has a bigger battery than the WR, and we'll check how it performs. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram for live content, and I'll see you in the next one later this week. Ciao!